This screw will water your plants. This trick will make your plants water themselves. Take a screw or a nail, the largest one you have. You'll also need an empty bottle and some string. Wrap the string around the screw, leaving about 3 centimeters free at the bottom. Cut about 50 centimeters of string and attach its other end to the screw's cap. Your irrigation system is now ready. Let me show you how it works. First, immerse the setup in water by dropping it into a glass of water for a few minutes. Then, fill the bottle with water and drop the cap with the attached string into it. The weight of the cap will make it sink to the bottom. Now place the nail into the pot with your chosen plant. The irrigation system is now in place, ready to water your plants when you don't have the time or when you're away from home. If you're going away and no one will be there to water your plants, place the setup in a larger bottle, or even better, a bowl. This will work perfectly during your absence. Thanks to this trick, your plants will never dry out and will continue to thrive beautifully. This natural fertilizer makes my flowers grow like crazy. It contains everything flowers need. I can use it on any plant in the house. My plants have finally stopped getting sick, and their roots have strengthened. The flowers are beautiful and healthy. Thanks to this fertilizer, potted plants have large green leaves. It increases the number of buds and shoots in flowering plants. This homemade mixture contains all the essential elements: potassium, phosphorus, calcium, silicon, zinc, and others. To prepare it, you'll need rice and either a blender or a coffee grinder. Start by making rice flour from the rice. Meanwhile, get a jar ready. Put a teaspoon of rice flour into the jar. Add 1 teaspoon of sugar. Heat 500 milliliters of water. Pour the hot water over the mixture in the jar. Close the jar and let it sit for 3 days. After this time, strain the mixture through a fine sieve. Dilute it. Add 500 milliliters of water for every 100 milliliters of fertilizer. You can save the rest of the jar's contents for later use. Now, water your plants with this mixture and wait for the results. Cover your plants with stockings. You'll save your plants. Look for old stockings or tights. If they're torn, don't throw them away anymore. Use them for your plants. If you have potted plants at home, you surely take care of them and nurture them. Household members and guests probably admire them. Even small children are interested in them. If you have a cat at home, you take special care of the plants. Cats love flower pots and the soil in them. When you have plants at home, you can avoid many problems and troubles thanks to stockings or tights. The flowers will be healthy, and you'll be able to take care of them and nurture them calmly. Take old tights. Even if they're torn, it doesn't matter. Place them on the plant. Measure the height. Take scissors and cut an appropriate piece of stocking. Put it on the flower pot. Do it from the bottom. A well-placed stocking should cover the soil. This will provide protection to the roots. Now, children or cats won't play with the soil in the flower pot. Such a cover will also ensure greater tidiness. Animals or children won't spill the soil from the flower pot anymore. Just a handful is enough, and your geraniums will bloom like crazy. They'll be covered in flowers and fill your entire balcony. Here's how to make a homemade fertilizer that works wonders. Put a tablespoon of rice into a coffee grinder or blender and grind it into rice flour. Add 1 tablespoon of rice flour to a jar. Then, add a tablespoon of sugar. Pour half a liter of hot water over everything. Close the jar tightly and set it in a warm place for 3 days. After this time, strain the mixture through a sieve or gauze to remove the rice remnants. Now, dilute the fertilizer with water in a 1:5 ratio. 1 part fertilizer to 5 parts water. Pour the prepared liquid evenly into the geranium pots. Water with this solution once every 2 weeks. Rice is rich in silicon, iron, and phosphorus, which are essential for plants to bloom. Use this natural fertilizer regularly, and you'll see your plants grow and bloom. Your geraniums will be healthy, lush, and full of colorful flowers. Try it yourself and enjoy the beauty of your plants all season long. Just 1 fruit will make orchids burst with flowers. They'll grow like crazy. Fertilizer made from the peels of this fruit is the #1 tonic for orchids. Banana peels, as we're talking about, are like the elixir of youth for orchids. When you eat bananas, you peel them, the peels you usually throw away. That's a big mistake. You can make use of banana peels, so don't throw them in the trash. Bananas and their peels contain many substances that orchids love. These include potassium, phosphorus, calcium, silicic acid, and sulfur. This makes orchids healthy, with beautiful green leaves and roots. Plenty of buds also appear on them. Simply prepare a simple fertilizer from them. But before you do that, wipe the orchid leaves with the peel. This alone will nourish the orchids. The leaves will shine. Now you can prepare the fertilizer. Cut the banana peels into smaller pieces. 1 or 2 banana peels are enough. Transfer the chopped peels to a jar. Pour in a liter of warm water and close the jar. Leave the jar for a day. The next day, strain the peels. You can now water the orchids with this water. Just feed the orchids like this once every 2 weeks. You'll forget about any problems in their cultivation. Water from banana peels is not only suitable for watering, you can also wipe the orchid leaves with it. It's a versatile fertilizer, most suitable for orchids. Geraniums will bloom like never before, covering your entire balcony or terrace. This simple fertilizer costs nothing and eliminates the need for expensive commercial fertilizers. This liquid is completely free and rich in the essential nutrients for healthy plant growth. It contains nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus, and trace elements that support plant development. It's perfect for watering geraniums, and you'll see amazing results in no time. This wonderful fertilizer is made from crushed onion peels. All you need are 2 handfuls of onion peels. Pour a liter of hot water over them. Let the mixture sit overnight. The next day, the fertilizer is ready to use. For watering geraniums, dilute the onion peel fertilizer with an additional liter of water. Your geraniums will reward you with beautiful flowers. For use as a spray, you can use the onion mixture without diluting it. Pour the fertilizer into a spray bottle. The onion extract acts as a natural pesticide. Its strong smell repels unwanted insects without harming the plants or the environment. It's excellent for protecting against aphids. Regular use guarantees complete protection. I add this to water and water my geraniums with it. They grow faster and immediately produce lots of new buds. The flowers are large and have a beautiful vivid color. All you need is a large bottle. Pour 1.5 liters of regular water or rainwater into it. Next, you'll need some lager beer. Add a few teaspoons of this liquid gold to the bottle. Use natural or organic beer without additives or preservatives, as these can be harmful. The beverage of the gods contains yeast, sugars, and carbohydrates, which can serve as a quick source of energy for soil microorganisms. Yeast contains potassium, phosphorus, and magnesium, exactly what flowering plants like geraniums need. You'll see that this water will further strengthen your geraniums. Remember, geraniums don't like too much water, so water them in moderation. This water with a bit of lager is perfect for geraniums. In a short time, they will reward you with beautiful flowers. Especially during hot weather, mineral-rich water from the liquid gold will be very beneficial for geraniums.